And then it was super interesting how the people that it's fascinating because I would probably put myself in the camp of maybe doing too much sometimes. And then sometimes, well, no, in church, like you sit there and you hear the sermon and I'm thinking, oh man, got to do more. Like you got to do less.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's maybe going to be a vacuum. And I think we had a meeting last night to do with our school, and I'm on a committee there on the board, and like we're just planning fundraising and stuff. And it's like, no, we just need to stop and not do it this time. Like, we don't need to wear this. Like other people need to realize that this is, we've been doing this work, and like we don't wear it all ourselves, right? And I think in church that can easily happen too. And then people get a martyr victim complex of like, oh, either A, I'm so good because I'm doing so much, and then start to be resentful, right? At least maybe that's just my heart, but it's easy to look at other people that aren't doing anything. No, it's not about that. We just, in our own conscience, need to be doing what we feel called to do. And I mean, I pray that sermon hit home. I'm sure it did hit home. It was a great sermon, right? It's like, but
reminds me of that conversation that MacArthur and Piper had as well. They both wrote there's two books they're really well known for. John Piper's book is Desire in God, and
Don't Waste Your Life.
No, Desire in God is his most well-known book. That's his first book that like really gets to the heart of his whole ministry of God is most glorified in us when we are most satisfied in Him. But then John MacArthur has a book as well, something along those lines. But they both wrote those books because they felt that the American church had so many unbelievers in it. They looked at the church, and the church just didn't look like Christians. They were just full of unbelievers, and how they really pushed that, which is really interesting because, I mean, I've been told before that I can't listen to Piper because everyone's a believer, XYZ. It's definitely not the case if you actually listen to him. He's very aware of the fact that, most people are just checking boxes and they don't actually have an affection for Christ in their heart at all, and just go do a bunch of right things so they don't feel guilty because that's how they grew up. But they don't actually have that real relationship and have fully repented and trusted in Christ. Yeah, I'll link that in the interview in the.
Can you put the Paul Tripp podcast? Can you link stuff in there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how many people. Do people click on stuff? Do people?
I don't know.
Okay. Where do you put it in the podcast? In the
description.
In the description.
Yeah.
Okay.
So send it to me. I'll put it in there.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thanks for listening. Even though this podcast felt all over the place,
scattered, just like my brain.
I told my assistant the other day, you have to remember, my brain is like a ping pong ball in a windstorm.
Okay.
So.
On that note, have a great week.
Peace out. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.